A couple of my subscribers and followers on Twitter actually informed me about this story, and I couldn't help but continue to laugh at just the title of the event itself. And trust me, if this was not the actual title of it, I probably would have named it something else. But since they already have a title for it, we'll run with it. So this is a picture right here. It's a drone picture of Kentucky, or a certain part of Kentucky, where they had some kind of 5-day celebration called Redneck Rave. I kid you not, that is the actual name of the event, Redneck Rave, and it is in Kentucky. Those two things don't even surprise me. But basically, the story is making its rounds because it says 48 people got charged during the rave in Kentucky with multiple offenses. So I'm going to go ahead and read this article coming from the Epic Times. 48 people were charged with various offenses from a 5-day party known as the Redneck Rave in Kentucky. The aftermath of the party delivered reports of log impalement of a man, a slit throat, and drug trafficking. What the freak? This sounds like a more intense hillbilly hick version of Freaknik. For those of you who were around at a certain time in history, mainly the 90s, will know or remember what Freaknik was, whether you went there or you heard about it. Blue Holler Off-Road Park in Edmonson County hosted the event, which occurred last week from June 16th to June 20th. Organizers marketed it as the biggest country party you'll ever go to in 5 days of mud, music, and mayhem, and I bet you none of them even bathed while they were there. And I'm looking at some of the pictures, and literally, it literally is what you would call a redneck wave. I might click on some more pictures, so you can actually see. Now, this is the Neanderthal in their habitat right here. I did not know something like this even existed. And maybe it's a good thing I didn't. And remember, this is in Kentucky, the same place where Owsley County, one of the poorest places in America, is located. And ironically, the same place where Mitch McConnell is, the ventriloquist dummy Slappy from Goosebumps, is a representative of. But this is what they do. Redneck Rave. They said, they sold more than 20,000 tickets across the nation. Did you hear that? 20,000 tickets to come to this trash. And I'm going to show you some pictures. Like I said, I'm going to show you some pictures. According to the Courier Journal, County Sheriff Shane Doyle said that the attendance ranged possibly from 7,000 to 21,000 people, although the numbers were different when coming from different performers and the park owner. WNKY reported that 14 people were arrested and 30 of the charges involved drugs and alcohol. Not only does it sound like a more hillbilly hick version of Freaknik, but it also sounds like a more updated version of Woodstock. Furthermore, there were 63 traffic-related charges, according to court records, including cases of driving with no seatbelts, driving without a valid license or insurance, and DUI. Some people were also driving ATVs on the street, an act which is outlawed in Kentucky. Paramedics were also called to action for lawful instances of broken bones, severed and dislocated fingers, impalements through the abdomen, lacerations, and severe intoxications-related medical issues. In one accident, a tree log impaled the man through his stomach while he was driving an ATV on a trail. When I think of tree log, I keep thinking of Final Destination 2. If you know, you know. Doyle said that the branch went through the suspension, through the bottom of the floorboard, and impaled the patient through the abdomen and out of his back. The man's wife said that it was a freak accident and that he was just going 15 miles an hour. He was promptly taken. Now, how in the hell does that happen and you're going at that low of a speed? Y'all, this is the so-called high IQ. I'm just saying. Apparently, the mayhem only kicked in after the second day and it spiraled downward from there. Wednesday, it was more of people loading in, a lot of campers coming in, and it was kind of just congested traffic, and we weren't dealing with the injuries as much, Doyle said. It really kind of ramped up on Thursday, then it just got progressively worse as the weekend went on. In another chaotic instance, two drunk friends started arguing, and one of them put the other in a headlock and slit his throat. The suspect then ran away and hasn't been caught yet. Doyle said that the victim survived the wound. A man from Missouri choked his girlfriend over an argument related to a blanket. Wow. This story needs to be put out there more than it is. I'm telling you. Cause last year when they had a whole bunch of I think it was a party. You know how when people having them Woo It parties and stuff like that, and one of them they kept talking about the black people that was in this big house, in this crowded house, and they kept talking about it. This is way worse than that. You got people getting tree laws going through this abdomen and out their back. You got people arguing and getting domestic violence over a blanket. You got people putting people in headlocks and slitting their throat. Listen, this sounds like something out of Dukes of Hazzards. Let's see. The man claimed that he only pushed her and she hit him. However, the woman had signs of injury on her neck and was incredibly hoarse, consistent with a strangulation victim, and had fingerprints behind her ears. The arrest citation said, the woman who says she was the wife of the tree impalement case criticized the media for mischaracterizing the cause of her husband's injury as due to recklessness. Well, wasn't that what it was? But this is right here. These are your palm-colored rejects of America. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm about to go through some of these pictures so you can get an idea of what this Redneck Rave was looking like. There's one picture right there. I don't know, is that supposed to be some kind of a derby? I'm not entirely sure. Here's another one. They're running through mud. Of course, you can't deny this. They got the Donald Trump F. Biden stuff. Here's another one. And there's another one on here. I don't even want to pull that picture up, and I'm not. But I'll describe it to you. This guy literally has on. It looks like an American. It looks like some kind of. It almost looks like suspenders attached to some underwear. I don't know what it is, and But hey, y'all, this is the so-called high IQ. No, do not tell me that they are using a hubcap as a frisbee. This is insane. This is wild. Oh man, look at this. This is all from the rave, and I think one of these is some of these pictures are from this year and some are from last year. So this is an annual thing, just in case y'all didn't know. Wow. This is insane. Oh, man. Yo. Are y'all seeing this? Redneck Rave, and this is their flyer right here. This is their flyer. I cannot make this up, y'all. I cannot. They got flamethrowers and all kinds of stuff. Wow. I didn't even know. Now, this looks like something out of The Purge. He got a whole hog on his head. He didn't even have to wear a hog on his head. We can already tell by his body composition that he's a whole pig. I bet it smelled like bologna and cheese and mayo out there. Look at this. Look at this. The Redneck Mud Pit. Wow. And they even got kids out there. Look at this. And you gotta think, multiple people are jumping into this. It's not just one person jumping in, it's multiple people jumping in. You know what? I don't think I have to look at anything else for this to know how utterly disgusting this is. The story itself was trifling as it was. The stories, talking about the injuries and stuff, that was kind of funny because, they put themselves in this situation. But this is... I cannot make this up. This is crazy right here. And the thing is, like I said, multiple people have sent me this story, but I was, trying to go avoid it. But I'm kind of glad now that I actually took some time out to actually discuss this. Because this is disgusting. Wow. I'm gonna just go ahead and end the video on that note. Y'all probably got a good laugh out of some of the story, but y'all probably were just shaking your head and like, ugh, at the other stuff.